Welcome to Blues Game Day Live alongside Kelly Chase, Darren Pang here at Scott Trade Center. Game 2, back-to-back nights, a rarity. But what did we learn from last night's game against a real tough Nashville team, Chaser?
I think what you learned is the bar in our conference is going to be Nashville, Winnipeg, and St. Louis. And I think that last night was a heck of a game. The Blues, not a great start they wanted, not a great start, but they had a push back in the final 2 periods. And again, what a heck of a hockey game. I know there was an empty netter, but a 1-goal game throughout just shows that there's parity in the league, but there is a class, I think, above that group of teams that are fighting to get in.
You know, as we watch that game, we know that that Peter Laviolette coaches a team where their gap closure is good, their D really stay up, and it's hard to get on the inside. We'd have to agree that the team was disappointed in the lack of secondary chances, a little bit too much of the pop gun offense. We're not used to seeing that. We're used to seeing a team that gets to the inside, and that didn't happen last night.
Well, you got to give them credit. They're mirror images of one another, the teams, except I think Nashville has a little bit more depth when it comes to that secondary scoring.
Yep.
So that means there's a little bit more of a push, to the inside. If you look at both of these teams, they got goaltending, they got defense that want to join the rush and are creative in the offensive zone, as well as, some forwards that are going to be able to light it up if they get opportunities. The Kyle Turris trade made a huge impact on that Nashville team, so St. Louis knows where the bar is now, and I expect all season long for the two of them to be fighting for the top spots.
All right, behind us now is the players. It's only an optional. The guys came down for a little meeting. Both goaltenders are on the ice. Obviously, Jake Allen gets the nod after Carter Hutton gave them every opportunity to win the game last night.
Sure did.
But another note, as we move forward from that, Sammy Blais looks like he might be a player in tonight's game.
Well, I think they got to get some more of that offense out of some guys in the secondary scoring, as we just mentioned.
Yeah.
And Sammy's a guy that's a creative player. He gives you looks. He finds that quiet ice in that space just to flip the wrist, and so the Blues are going to make some changes to see what they have from a depth perspective. And if you look at what Doug Armstrong has created with the young guys, there's a competition here now. There's a competition amongst the players, which is a healthy competition. And Sammy's now coming up to push some of the guys a little bit. And with the return of Bouwmeester, that's a competitive edge that the Blues hope to use.
Okay, well, a competitive sort is our good little pal Jaden Schwartz. We're going to segue to from hockey to Jaden's parents that are going to join us right now, Rick and Carol Schwartz, and we all know the story of
good Saskatchewan people.
Oh, good Saskatchewan people. So come on, why don't you come on in here? This is live action. We'll take you right in the middle. You notice that I wanted shorter people to join us.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't know why I got the ugly guy beside me. I was hoping for the good-looking one. No more. And then he's from Saskatchewan, so he probably can fight.
I can take a few hits.
Can
for
you?
Sure. Oh yeah.
You guys were here watching the game. Before we get to many reasons why you're here, obviously seeing your son is number one, but watching the game last night, your son's a competitive son of a gun. You got to be really proud with, I'll start with you, okay, Carol, how great they've played and how they've blended with that other Saskatchewan guy, Braden Shen.
Yeah, we're very impressed. They blew us away playing together as well as they did, as quickly as they did. They didn't seem to have too much of an adjustment time, and we're very happy for everyone, for the whole team, but of course especially happy for Jaden.
Yeah. After a game like that, being parents, so we'll get to the personal side first, okay?
Okay.
Being a parent, coming here and watching your son, and everything's going great, and then the game doesn't go how they thought it was going to go. Is your son, we never see him on a grumpy side. Does he get grumpy after a game?
He was grumpy. Very grumpy.
That's the competitive side.
I got to know this, though. Yes. Now, where does he get that from?
From his father.
Well, I used to bang my stick a few times, and I actually seen him bang his stick last night, so he was frustrated.
No,
yeah.
Well, it's a special date here as well, and I know we're here to talk about hockey and obviously everything else, but the bone marrow registry. It's been successful, and I guess if you can give us a little more information on tonight and how things go here for the first 175 people to sign up.
Okay, the bone marrow registry beat a match in the United States. It's one match in Canada, and we're part of the Be the Match, trying to help promote people to sign up for the registry, and. Part of our goal is part of this would be to first 175.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a card. This is a Heroic Inspirations hockey card that Upper Deck gave to us to help promote functions like this, and it's a patch guard, which is part of Mandy's jersey that she wore at Yale University. So it's very means a lot to us.
Of course.
And that card there is for you guys, and first 175 that sign up for the Bone Marrow Registry will receive one of those cards.
The number 17. Don't
number
you just
17,
love that?
yeah.
You can see Jaden hop on that ice wearing 17 for Mandy.
Yes, that means a lot to us. It's very, very special. We never expected that to happen, and when it took place, it was mind-boggling. We were so proud and so happy for him, because I know 17 is in our hearts always, but to see that number out in the ice again and wearing blue like Yale, it's very, very special.
And we've had, we've had so many matches, have we not, in the last little while?
Yeah, at Yale we do an annual drive. We had 9 years already. There's been about 6,500 students that have, mostly freshmen, that have signed up with the registry. And to date, there's been 30 perfect matches.
There was Michael Helrick is actually here in the building,
Yeah.
and it was in 2013 that he became a match and went to Washington. Is that right?
That's correct. In 2013, the St. Louis Blues did a bone marrow drive in honor of Mandy and Jaden, and he signed up for that. And then just a little over a month ago, he was a match for a teenager in down east. We don't know who it is. It was a teenager. I think it was a female. And so he was a match for that. We got to meet him today, and what a special thing, just to meet this gentleman and knowing that he saved a life. And that's what it's about, and that's why we're here today.
Are you surprised at all about the hockey community and what a close-knit family they are? Because you guys have been able to witness, I think, a few things that you say, well, we're a little bit shocked by or a little bit surprised by, but isn't it neat how the community bands together in the hockey community?
The hockey world is just, it's such a close-knit family.
Yeah.
Anywhere from like Notre Dame, where the kids played hockey, to Colorado College, to Yale, to the St. Louis Blues. It's been nothing but first class, all these organizations, and that meant so much to us when we were at the Whiteout for Mandy. That was at Yale a couple of 2.5 years,
Yep.
3 years ago.
Yep, 3 years. That trip from New York, and
New York trip, and
boys
what a
got on the
special-
train. That was something else.
That was unbelievable for the Blues to come and be a part of that. In our hearts, we just can't thank them enough. And Jaden, we were so proud of this organization, and Yale just for having us come there, and just a perfect event.
Well, I'd say we're lucky in St. Louis that we've got Jaden Schwartz. That's a fact.
We know that.
We know that. That's right. And you can go to Mandy17, MANDI 17.org for any more information.
Correct.
Okay.
And today's the Bone Marrow Drive, and is
Yep.
it section 114?
Section 114.
14, yeah. And
He's
get
doing
there.
your job, Panger.
Well, he's lacking hair. He's a good-looking guy, and he's wearing glasses.
and I'm short.
Well, fantastic. Well, we thank you. This is going to be the good luck interview too. There's not much more that top line of your son and Braden Shen and Vladdy can do, but I know that great athletes, when they don't perform on one night, they always bounce back with one the next night. And
sure
tonight
they will.
it's the Minnesota
Yep.
Wild.
Yep.
So we look forward to that. And thank you so much for coming down and taking the time.
For having us, thanking and helping us spread the word about the drive. That's important.
It's the least we can do, right, Chaser?
That's absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Game.
Probably going to have the most hits this today, eh?
There you go.
The
Now
most
you
hits
got the
ever.
lingo.
Yeah,
See?
No question about it.
No doubt
You got
about it.
3 good-looking Saskatchewan people on here, too, so that's the reason why.
And one from Ottawa.
Right. Nepean.
I'm playing Saskatchewan.
How about
group.
And the Farley group,
Oh,
right.
And now all of a sudden we got Don Cherry here.
Now we're throwing in some ads now, too. You got $100 for that. Trust me.
Well, great stuff. Game time tonight, 7 o'clock on both KMOX, that 50,000 watt blowtorch of the radio that you can get in Saskatchewan, and of course on Fox Sports Midwest as well. Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues.
And one last thing. If
Yeah.
Trevor Nickerson is worried about the lighting today, he should show up in the morning.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Instead of getting his
Okay.
hair done every day like
That's
Peaky
right.
Blinders.
That's right. Okay.
Attaboy, Trev, we love you anyway. See you at game time, 7 o'clock, right here